license, don't have license plates, don't pay your income taxes, and you're not in jail.
Because it's lawful. Because I'm not involved in commerce.
But when the cops pull you over and you don't have a license plate, they don't.
I've been stopped 5 or 6 times, and every time they give me my driver's license back, and they say, "Have a good day. Please slow down."
Really?
Yes.
They don't. They don't say.
I've got over 1,000 sets of driver's license across America, around the world. People are driving under, and that's the reaction they're getting. Why? Because the police know.
They know what?
They know that we're no longer involved in commerce, and this is a valid ID. They're checking them. They're checking them through the Department of State. They're checking them somewhere. I've seen them. I've had them on the phone when they had me stopped. You know, 2 and 3 of them on their radios and phones, checking them out, and come back and say, "Sorry to have bothered you."
Well, where is this going? In your view, what's the end point of this whole movement you're starting?
A world peace. That's my only objective.
But if everybody signs up to your agenda here, the current power structures would not be able to be in place anymore.
Wouldn't that be a wonderful world?
So you want the American government?
No, I want them to stop raping the estates of the people and raping the people and treating us like enemies. That's what I want. The Trading with the Enemy Act states every single one of us are an enemy of the estate. And who is the state? The United States. They treat us every day as if we're enemies of the estate because they named us so. Oh, I want to be taken off that list and be treated like a peaceful man again. That's it.
Gotcha.
Okay, these were put on the door on the house, and they're filed with the state, and they have your name.
These weren't filed with the state.
Well, there's a file with the county.
This is something that he filed later after the. These were not on the house. This was something he filed on February 19th after the.
Okay, sorry, this one here.
Yes, this was the first question we asked him.
But then this one was also filed, and it's.
Yes, this was filed.
It's just I'm wondering about the intent of all of this. It looks very official. It looks like you're endorsing this, the Bank of America against them.
That was your February 19th file.
So I'm just wondering about
what it is.
You can answer me.
Simply, huh?
You can answer me, I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. Yeah, what it is simply we're documenting the breach of trust of Bank of America. Simply instructing or informing Bank of America that what they're doing is a breach of trust and illegal. You know, first of all, if you check out the title, the warranty deed on that home, it says real clearly that Bank of America is the trustee. If you know anything at all about trust law, a trustee can never, ever own the property. If they're the trustee and the owner, that deed is absolute evidence there's a fraud being taken place by Bank of America. And that's our point, and that's what this is about. You are committing fraud as a bank, and now you're taking and vilifying a guy who absolutely, positively followed the law to a T, trying to make the world a better place in a peaceful manner. And unfortunately for Andre, he stepped all over their fraud and now became the bad guy.
Hey, can I ask just one more question on adverse possession? I may have asked this, and I apologize if I'm just repeating the question. But is this really, is the way Andre went about this really the way the adverse possession laws were designed to work? With my understanding, adverse possession was designed to be somebody's got this dilapidated property and a neighbor comes in and fixes it up for many, many years, pays the taxes, keeps it going, and then it becomes theirs. This is just a 23-year-old guy who, by the way, is not even from America, who declares a multi-million-dollar mansion his. Is that the way adverse possession was supposed to be used?
Well, and I said before, I don't think Andre made an intelligent choice. He had no business taking a $2.5 million home. He should have gone in and gotten one that would fit his needs. If that would have been the case, he might have still been in the home today.
So you do think adverse possession, given the glut of homes that are just kind of sitting empty in the country, adverse possession can legitimately be used to take over the modest homes that nobody's.
Absolutely. I think that's what they were designed for. If you look at Florida's laws, in particular, and not too many years ago, they revamped them and put right in there, this is the purpose for these laws. To take these properties back from the banks that are letting them sit there and deteriorate and put them in the hands of a homeowner who will invest and bring it back up to par.
But you say that you don't agree entirely with the way Andre went about it, and yet you do say it was a war crime to boot him out.
Absolutely. Just because he's stupid doesn't mean it was illegal. He did follow the law. That's the key. He followed the law and he did it peacefully. Now, should he have chosen a $2.4 million home? No. He should have chosen a home that more fit his needs, where he would fit into the community like you're supposed to in accordance with that law. That's the key. That's where I think he screwed up. You know, if you're going to go back and take a home, you're going to go through the process of studying it and make sure you're doing anything lawful. Why let a little bit ego or greed get in the, and that's what he did.
Thanks again for doing this. I understand you're going to show me some of these documents.
And to chat for one quick second, let me get over the shoulder here. Just all you, just asking him a couple questions.
Sure, you want me to do what?
Just talk to him or stuff. I just need some website.
What he's doing right now is just getting some, what we call E-roll, some wider shots. This is not the first time you've done an interview.
No.
You handle it well. So how many interviews have you done?
A few.
In the context of this material?
Yes.
The AP article that you were profiled in 2010, how did they connect with you?
I'm not real sure. Well, there were some things that became pretty public in that manner, and they came along.
Okay. Feel free to.
Okay, hold on, maybe
No.
one more question.
Okay, you go ahead,
The
please.
suggestion is, about bankruptcy and foreclosure, what do you advise people who come to your courses on how to handle that?
I don't want to get into that. I don't want to get into that.
All right, we're good here. Let's move over to the other two over here.
You bet.
Is that because you
It's
don't want
too
to...
complicated.
I
There's no simple answer.